Would you say that I just crucified Jesus Christ of bananas, Rith? Or would you say I nailed a banana to a cross?
You'd have to ask the bananas that question. I'm not a banana. I don't want to be culturally insensitive to the Banana Republic. One. Wow. I'm going to leave that in.
It was one. It was one. And it might be how I'm feeling today.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's a great start for this episode. Yeah. Pro and Noob, episode 9. Talking 13 and 14. Jarod, bless him, is officially halfway through now.
I'm officially halfway through. I am officially halfway through. This episode was interesting. These 2 episodes. The second one.
Infiltration, I should say. It's the first one.
Okay. I don't want to waste any time.
Drop the notes. Come on.
So,
are we still, before you start, on the AI bad train?
Well, AI easily compromised.
I mean, define easily. Divine intervention doesn't really seem like an easy thing to not be compromised by.
Okay, if I might, for a moment.
Go ahead, shoot.
And again, I understand time constraints. I understand the format of a show like this. I understand, again, I am so biased and I'm preloaded, so used to Western media that maybe I'm cinema sinsing this show a little bit.
Oh no.
But we are increasingly, like, we've kind of hit a terminal velocity of every couple episodes. There is just a buck wild fucking concept that appears and is kind of treated as though we have known about it the entire time. And I'm like,
casual world building. It's totally fine.
It's casual world building. There's just something about the presentation about a lot of this stuff that just feels like that has left me habitually feeling like I missed an episode.
That's fair.
Like there have been a few episodes in a row now, where they will introduce a concept that just, in a way that feels as though I missed something. Yeah. That makes me feel fucking crazy. Just the concept of the way that they number the children, like the first children, the second children, the third children, like them just kind of dropping that and walking away from it made me. I mean,
of all things, that's probably the most like tame one. You probably could have gone.
Sure. It was just like, but I think that was the first example. That I was like, okay, so are you saying there's another batch of children, plural? I did not realize that was just the naming convention for Rei, Asuka, and Shinji. It's like that threw me off a lot. Again, we have they say, oh yeah, the Magi. And I'm like, what's the Magi? And then the next episode, the Magi, the AI super intelligence that actually runs the world that has been a crucial part of this whole story this whole time. And we're just now telling you about it. I feel fucking crazy sometimes. And the some of the presentation of a lot of the stuff in these last 2 episodes, again, made me feel a little crazy and as though I'm missing something. Again, part of that might just be I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid, but I think there's a part of me that is like paranoid about missing things that are obvious within the text. Yeah. After I misinterpreted why the Ava put its own arm up in the first episode, I have been like, is there something that I don't understand that's going to fundamentally make it so that I don't get the show? So that that's been a thing for me. But yeah, jumping into episode 13, I immediately figured out that technology person, what's her name?
Ritsuko.
Risako. So I figured out that Risako's mom was the Magi, which I thought was really cool. It was a really fun concept. And again, like, yes, we got a very detailed explanation about what the Magi is in this episode, and I appreciated that. I found this whole idea of wanting to more deeply integrate the kids, A, with the Magi, and B, with each other's Evas very fascinating. Because I don't quite grasp yet what the function of that is. Like, I mean, it makes sense. Like, if one is like it makes sense. Oh, this Ava's fucked up and such is not feeling great. Okay, Rei, you're gonna hop into number 1, or hey, Shinji, you're getting into 000 here. Knock 'em dead, kid. I can wrap my brain around that conceptually. Pardon me.
Yeah.
But the end game is very interesting to me. There's a weird moment that I was like really fascinated by the framing of it, where the way they're talking about the Evas very much feels like it is the I have had a moment to use the Acolyte as an example. We had in the 5th episode, where, spoilers for the Acolyte, Soul asks the stranger, Chimere.
Is it Chimere or Kimir?
Chimere is what I've been hearing. I know the ladies and gents who think he is quite attractive, which has been calling him Chimere. But I've been on Chimere. But he's like, hey, what are you? Soul asks him, what are you? And his answer is, a Jedi like you would call me Sith, but I have no name. And that has been a very divisive issue of trying to interpret what that means.
Yeah.
Are you saying that? Is that? Are you shortchanging Soul? That he is so that he is so small-minded compared to you that the only thing he could call a dark side force user this powerful is a Sith Lord? Or is that you saying, for lack of a better term, I am a Sith, and you are identifying yourself with a term that is less complicated than what you would actually identify as? Those two things are different, but there's a lot of philosophical overlap, that I found myself kind of like, okay, that's an interesting stance to take. And I have my own theories about what that means for the Acolyte. And I can't remember exactly what it was, because I was very zeroed in on this episode and did a bad job of taking notes. Because I was very fascinated by what is going on, what does it mean for Nerve to be infiltrated? I have the call coming from inside the house like this, but
it means panic.
That's exactly what it means. But that, I don't know. There was a moment that, looking at the Eva unarmored underwater, that it was like, that is an angel.
Was it?
It has to be. I don't know. Like I said, I did a bad job notating episode 13, just because I was so locked into what are everybody. Because again, and I have
we can forgive being locked in.
I have in here. They are just saying shit, lol. Because there comes a point where there are levels of techno babble in this show that means abso-fucking-lutely nothing that would make Doctor Who blush.
Yeah.
Where they are just saying sciencey words that I am not fully convinced actually mean anything.
They probably don't. No.
But yeah.
Still operational shit in today.
This is another thing I found fascinating. What does it mean for an Ava to be contaminated?
Excellent question. Excellent question. And it's the right question to ask.
Okay.
I didn't have to ask for it.
DC 10, I'm assuming.
I get off. I haven't got to answer the question.
DC 15.
Oh, no, DC 15. 15. Standard.
DC 15?
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
So what do you want to ask?
What does it mean for an angel to be contaminated, or for an Ava to be contaminated?
It means very bad things.
You know what? For that, I'm making it hard for you to edit.
When don't you?
Maybe I'll walk out of here tomorrow and you never see me again. That's really what I want to do.
So,
because look, you think, right? If an Ava gets contaminated, they lose one.
Sure, they lose one. What
very bad thing?
How does it get contaminated? What denotes a contaminated Ava?
I mean, same way like the Magi was contaminated, I guess.
So
maybe the angel will take it over and use the Avas against people.
Sure. How exactly would that work if they weren't somehow connected to each other? That they are not born of similar origins.
Well,
I got your number here, Mitch.
Well,
I got your number
Here's
here.
the thing. Here's the thing. That, again, for 2 weeks in a row now, two shows in a row now, the show's already told you. Angels are 98% humans, right? So similar to humans, as the show says.
Okay, yeah, but like we share most of our DNA with fucking bananas too.
What happens when you eat a banana? Turns to shit.
Mitch, you're doing a phenomenal job of saying fucking nothing.
Thank you. I've built my entire personality on that. If you've watched CBC for the last 10 years, you'd agree as well.
We all know I have. Yeah. Certified #1 CBC meat writer right here, folks. Oh, yeah. I'd be glazing that channel like donuts. That was buck wild even for me. Holy shit. It's one of those moments where I say some insane shit and then realize what just came out of my mouth.
It's going to stay in as well. That ain't going out. So yeah, bad stuff will happen if Ava get infected.
So to me, that says that something can infect the Ava and turn it into an angel. Is what I'm gathering from this.
Maybe. Yeah.
That is the implication, but like what has to infect? Like what is the invasive organism that creates an infection?
Well, in this case, the angel, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mitch, am I ever going to get answers to these questions?
Yes. You will absolutely. Right. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
If you can roll another 15, I'll tell you the exact episode.
Holy shit. Fuck.
But you have to what did you get? 14?
10.
Oh, is that with modifiers and everything?
I stopped modifying them because I felt like that was unfair for me to just use my stats from fucking
If you want to use it, it's fine.
Well, I don't have. I can tell you this. I don't get a +5 to insight. So
that's unfortunate.
I get 2. I get a 2.
No.
So I rolled a 12.
No. So what happens? What's a bad roll get? Just no answers or whatever I want? No.
It's up to you now. You're the I love how not every single 2 out of the 3 shows I participate in that have not so secretly become how can we fuck with Jarod in episodic series have just fully like I've just fully gone like I will roll this little die and then you can tell me how bad my life is now. And I
think
bullshit.
it's a fair trade.
It's bullshit. You guys get so much content slur out of me and my bad.
Is that just like roasting yourself a little bit?
What?
Or using content as a slur?
Yes.
When it's aimed at you? Why do
I'm making the content, and sometimes content is a slur. There are people who make content, and then there are people who produce great media that is just easily referred to as content.
Like this, right?
Yeah, like this.
It's humbling experience.
I feel like I'm on fucking ayahuasca.
Oscar?
Shut up. She's fucking insufferable. She's getting worse every episode.
How dare you? I will not take this from a man whose favorite character is Anakin Skywalker.
Okay, listen, Anakin, the point is that he sucks. It has redeeming qualities that make the fall more tragic. That you can see how we got there. I don't know where Asuka is going as a character. All I know is the little military savant kid who was told, hey, we're doing a very important diagnostic test, and then immediately turned on the fucking comm and went, hey, Shinji, you're such a loser little titty baby. I bet you want to climb back into your mama. How about you suck on some titty milk, Homelander? Like, I'm sorry. Anakin Skywalker's a petulant little shit. He doesn't do this. He didn't do this.
No, he just murders kids. Totally fine.
Completely different context. If we're talking
at least Asuka is doing something right. She is saving the world.
Anakin Skywalker saved millions of lives becoming Darth Vader. Damn it.
I mean, million of Imperial lives, sure.
Battle of Naboo. Let's start with that. Oh, what a thrilling retort, Mitch.
It's all Anakin deserves. That's all I'm gonna say.
This is an argument for a different show.
100% is.
And I feel like Eli paid you to do this. After,
oh no,
because he finally, here's a little fun, like, did you know, for other people not in the immediate anime space, Eli finally equivocated and watched the Yoda versus Darth Vader episode of the Versus series and was live texting me throughout it.
Nice.
Telling me how wrong he thought I was for so many of my calls. And I am convinced that he reached out to you and was like, hey,
no. I'm kind of hurt you'd think I do this for payment and not for free.
This is horse shit.
You're going to be wrong with that, Oscar.
So,
and I know you're going to be stubborn enough to, not say you're wrong, but you are going to be wrong.
I am insulted by the fact that you think I can't admit when I'm wrong. I make fun of myself for putting all my chips on Mephisto all the time.
Sure.
I take my L's, and I take them
You didn't
honestly.
take the Kang one, so...
What do you mean I didn't take the Kang one?
Oh, Kang wasn't in Loki.
A Kang variant played by the man who was announced to be playing Kang the Conqueror showed up.
Was he called Kang? No.
No, but we obviously... Okay. Jesus Christ.
Is in this show somewhere, I imagine.
And the thing that stabbed him is, we're getting to that.
Yeah. I mean, the 3 guys that showed up to his birth, they're the shadow government, right? The Magi?
Oh, is that
Three
what they're
wise
named
men?
after? That's it's the three wise men. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure. I actually meant to ask Spencer. I forgot to.
Melchior, Balthazar, and Caspar, or Caspar,
I
as the
here's the thing.
Netflix dub likes to pronounce it.
Again, this is the thing, is that I am afraid to Google anything.
Yeah,
I have accepted that for clarity on biblical shit, I am just going to have to just text Spencer and be like, "Hey, you read the Bible. You do sermons and shit. What's this about?" But unfortunately,
That
because
still counts as Googling in a way.
that you're just saying shit, Mitch. You're just making shit up.
I'm not gonna use a search engine because I don't want the answers. Oh, let me ask the person who's going to give me the answers.
I don't want to accidentally happen upon an Evangelion thing. That's what I'm saying. So
you're
I'm going
in the
to ask
Bible.
the
It's all
guy,
an Evangelion thing.
huh?
You're in the Bible. It's all an Evangelion thing.
I hate you so much. I can't stand you. I loathe you.
Now you're just being mean. No.
So another thing that I was like, oh, ain't that some shit? An individual personality transplanted into an organic computer.
Mm.
And this was the test run for the Avas, the brain transplant of I already forgot her name again. Ritsuko's mom. So again, I keep coming back to this weird dichotomy of organic machinery. And I feel like the technology required for an organic computer cannot be of this world and or not be somehow associated with
when you say
angels.
computer, are you talking about the Avas or the Magi?
The Magi.
The Magi is all synthetic, right? It's not technically organic.
No, she says an organic computer.
But she says a synthetic organic computer. It's a synthetic brain. It's not an actual brain.
Okay, but it's still a consciousness into an organic computer is what she says.
I mean, sure.
So, okay. So now I need to ask this question just to make sure we're on the same page. And I'm not rolling for it. I just like to fiddle with my die.
PG-13, Jarod.
I didn't like that. I just kind of like the implication. So was this a translation issue in the dub then? Because she's talking about taking a human consciousness and uploading it into what she calls an organic computer. Now, when I hear organic computer, I'm thinking a living machine.
I think that's what she means. I just remember her saying synthetic. It's not an actual real brain in the Magi. Obviously, because it's a computer, but I could have sworn she said synthetic brain.
Because I know she then is like, it might as well be as though I'm plugging into my own mother. And I'm like, oh, if it might as well as be, okay. We still have this issue of consciousness, though.
Yeah.
And what that all means. Like, what's really funny about these two episodes is that they've done an incredible job at like slow dripping out new information, but it is not information that has a direct corollary to answering the existing questions. Does that make sense? Like it's like, oh, okay, here's a new nugget and here's a new nugget and a new nugget and a new nugget that is not answering any of the Angel Ava questions, but is kind of setting the table for here's technologically what Nerv is capable of. And I think it's crazy that I came off of these two episodes. You were like, hey, Jarod, get ready for a mind fuck about that. I feel kind of bad that I don't have a like mind palace theory to give at the end of this.
It's fine. You lied to me before we started, but that's fine.
What?
You said we're going to go into the Mind Palace, but it's fine. It's fine.
The Mind Palace is what happens when we press record on this show.
That's fair.
This is me in my Mind Palace. I mean, we're not going like. It's different between me going into my Mind Palace and me going into fucking Cerebro. The real Mind Palace shit happens when I take my glasses off and start rubbing my face. Well, that is the moment where I start truly cooking.
Myself and everyone watching is well aware that is the opening of the door. And what a door.
So, jumping into the 14th episode.
Yes. Sile, the seat of soul. Weeping Glory, which I kind of would. The other ones. But.
I thought it was really fascinating to kind of do this, like, here's everything that's happened up to this point. And the framing of it as, okay, and now we have the 11th angel. No, we don't. Actually, we don't actually
what
have
11th angel?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, no, we're being attacked by the 12th angel. What about the 11th angel? Fuck you. That's the 11th angel. Fuck Ubius. That's his name. So this was interesting. So I kind of was able to just like kind of hit a couple bullet points to kind of walk myself through. I also forgot. I am so sorry for how much I'm yawning. I am a sleepy boy. I also forgot when the show starts, timeline wise. So there was a brief moment where I was trying to make sense of where we were, if that makes sense. Like for a brief moment when it's third angel, I forgot. I forgot that Shinji's first angel was only number 3. And that here's another question, by the way. Has the count of angels restarted as of this new emergence? Or is it like back in the day when the angels first showed up after Second Impact? So Second Impact shows up. Do they fight 2 and then it goes away for like 15 years? And then we start back up at 3?
It's not like the kids or the children. You see they're not resetting everything. They are continuing on.
Okay. So they fought 2 the first time and then they come back. And now we're back to the same. Okay, cool. That was what threw me off. Was it the way they were like third angel? I'm like, oh, so this has to be like in the immediate wake of the Second Impact, right? No, obviously.
Yeah. There's 15-year gap.
Yeah, so normal ordinance fails against the angels. Nerve takes up control of the anti-angel. Jesus. Combat. That guy. So third angel attacks Nerve back in 15. They always knew how to attack them directly. That was me kind of figuring out what was going on here. But that does bring me, again, to calling attention to what the fuck do the angels know? Like, the direct assaults on Nerve are not only getting increasingly aggressive, they're becoming increasingly intuitive. That we have graduated all the way from send a couple monsters into the city to wreak havoc on their way in to an angel just kind of showed up somewhere completely separate, to teardrops, to the burrowing one, all the way to the like microbe itty bitty sentient nanobots, which again makes me very curious about organic computers and how that has to have something to do with.
I mean, technically, that angel was an organic computer, right?
Yeah. Weird that that's also what the Magi is, right? So anyway,
It's almost like one can't live without the other.
it's almost like so third children are born on the same day as this attack. Okay. Yeah, so it's just me kind of taking notes. I don't know if I noticed this early on, but the fact that the third angel explodes fully into like a golden cross, a little on the nose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you brought that up when we talked about that.
Did I? Okay. Also, these are just one of those details that like you never know for scale until somebody tells you. 1/3 of the entire UN fleet was destroyed in that battle at sea.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just like half the people on the planet were wiped out. Second impact.
Oh my God. Like that was really shocking. That was a shocking number to hear attached to that.
Whether that's the entire fleet, I don't know. Or I don't know if they're just referring to the fleet as the ships that were there.
We lost 1/3 of the entire UN, of the entirety of the UN's ships, is what they say.
Oh, so you could still take that either way, right? Like all the ships that were there present at the time. Yeah.
Okay. Actual question.
Shoot.
And I am willing to roll for this.
Ooh. Are you at the end of the episode? Are you jumping that far, or is it something before that?
And something before that.
Oh, spicy.
Mitch?
Jarod. I love this, by the way.
Are the Dead Sea Scrolls
I forgot about that.
the actual Dead Sea Scrolls, or is this a fucking code name?
In universe, they are the actual Dead Sea Scrolls.
Okay, so it's the Bible. Where there's nothing, there is no subtlety here. There is no inference. It is the literal Christian Bible.
No. Aren't the Dead Sea Scrolls a Jewish thing?
Yeah, but it's all Old Testament stuff.
I know, but it's...
And we're clearly playing more with Christian iconography. So, okay, so the Dead Sea Scrolls are in play. A literal... I know we talked about this, but just refresh me. Adam is Adam, right?
That's what it's called?
Okay, but it's like the literal biblical Adam, right?
It's not...
Because again, we're at the point where it's like, are you using code names that are thematic, or are we being very literal here? Because again, all I know about this show, based on the trailer you had me watch at the very beginning of our show here, and by cultural osmosis, is monsters and robots, and like the implication that it has a lot to do with religion. And I did not know how much to expect. And then I watched the trailer, and then I saw an alien on a fucking crucifix. Or a monster, or an angel, or whatever on a crucifix.
Or a person. You don't know.
Or a person. How exciting. How exciting. That could be a person. How thrilling.
I mean, if it's an angel, it's 98% a person.
Mitch, if I built a cross and nailed a fucking banana to it.
Yeah.
Would you say that I just crucified Jesus Christ of Bananasrith? Or would you say I nailed a banana to a cross?
You'd have to ask the bananas that question. I'm not a banana. I don't want to be culturally insensitive to the Banana Republic.
I want everybody at home to take stock of the fact that we are so tired that we just got on a show about Neon Genesis Evangelion, a grown man to say, I'm not a banana. But everything after the but doesn't matter. Because a grown man just clarified that he's not a banana. Okay. Trying to lock back in. So yeah, Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay, I know I've joked about it. I am gonna have to start doing some Bible study. I refuse to get caught unawares, and I refuse to paint myself into a corner where actual Bible shit happens and I don't understand. I have to. I have to use every single weapon in my arsenal to beat this show. I really loved Rey and her vision quest.
Mm-hmm.
It was
almost like a memory gauntlet.
It was very haunting but beautiful. I also love that, normally it's Shinji who will, apropos of nothing in the middle of an episode, start talking like me and be like, hey guys, what the fuck is going on? Hey, do any of you guys know what the angels actually are? And then everybody in the room goes, shut the fuck up, Shinji. And I'm like, no, let him cook. We let him cook. He's such a little guy. Shut up. I
love Shinji. Don't.
But yeah,
don't cuddle him.
I love the way that. I love the way Rey kind of hits the what was it? The Avas are made by man, but man is man-made or is man made by God? And if God is made by man, what does that mean about how the angels were made? I was like, oh, good. The show is actually starting to ask this question by literally asking it and then not answering it. Which
how would she know, right?
How would she know? She doesn't know. I wrote down Rey is doing a Rey because it was very reminiscent of the infinity mirror in The Last Jedi, which made me happy.
Yeah.
Which
I get what you mean now. Yeah. I just took it as Rey being Rey. I was like, yeah, she's no one but.
No, she is just Rey, as they both are. Okay, I'm going to ask you a buck wild question, and I need you to try to answer me honestly.
I will 100% try, as I always have.
Is Rey Ayanami a synthetic human?
No.
Because I'm starting to get the vibe that she just kind of woke up like this one day and was bred in a lab to pilot the Avas.
Your theories are interesting.
What?
Your theories are interesting.
I just think there's just so much going on with so little at the same time that part of me is like, and again, as I keep getting stuck on this idea of what does it mean to play God? And who was doing it and why and how, that I'm leaving no stone unturned.
No Bible page unturned.
No Bible page unturned. Why isn't Unit 2 compatible with the other ones?
That's a fantastic question.
That was something I found very fascinating.
As you should. Because why isn't it compatible? Is it a software thing?
Is it a psychological thing?
Could well be. Could be both. Could be neither. Could be something.
What if that is the same thing with the Avas? Oh no! Haven't we ended up in a weird conversation about autonomy?
Haven't we just? Yeah.
Shinji losing control of the Ava was really scary. It seems like they very heavily imply that an episode like this is what caused Rey's very grievous injuries, that just and Ava just went fully berserk and nearly killed her.
Yeah, didn't they?
All I remember them saying is it was a malfunction and it fucked her up, and that's why they needed to bring Shinji in. But I don't remember them
specifically. Second time
specifically.
we've seen this happen now, isn't it?
Yeah. But but like before it just seemed like, oh, like the Ava went haywire. It was not framed as the like, you know, at the time we didn't have the reference for, oh, like this was the weird telepathic almost connection between Ava and Pilot, that it was more this piece of organic machinery went on the fritz.
Which one do you think it is?
Yes.
I love that answer. Great answer.
Why does Ritsuko think it's coming for her? That's a really specific thing to take responsibility for.
Why does Misato think it's going for Rei?
Well, because it's going after where she was.
It's also going after where Ritsuko was. Maybe it's after the pair of them. Maybe you find that one out. Maybe you don't.
When? I'm just going to get these guys warmed up, because at time of us recording this, the next step we're recording the finale for Bastards. So I just need to get these warmed up. And by the time you're watching this, Ionized Bastards on the Remaining Systems YouTube channel. Nat 20, too late. Fuck me. Damn it.
Oh, so you just ruined Ionized Bastards to find out this one answer.
No, I'm going to roll like a machine.
No.
I am, listen,
No.
and you can clip this out at your leisure after Bastard Season 2 ends. This die, when it really, really counts, has not let me down.
Didn't it let you down earlier? Like within the last 20 minutes?
I mean, when it really counts. When
So does that not
lives
really
are on
count
the
then?
line in an RPG, this die saved 4044 by letting me run a fade on a Mandalorian. Okay?
I just got past that point. No.
Oh, you got to see me take away a man's right to go to heaven.
Yeah, I did, yeah. Maybe that's why he deserves so much shit. Maybe that's why I do.
Okay, but you can agree.
I'm getting Taylor's vibes. Like the residual vibes have made it across the pond. And it's like...
Okay, but you can acknowledge that I was in the right.
No, 100% no. In and out of universe, like, you know, metagaming or not, you knew. Because your instant reaction to when he shouts no is like...
Because I thought
you knew straight away that you shouldn't have done it. So, no, you're not right.
I was like, oh, that's cool. Michael made him a child of the watch. Anyway, why are you coming after my friend? Punch, 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 punch. I did the Batman meme. Let's beat the dog shit out of him. Now talk. But, okay.
So you want the nat 20, or you got the nat 20?
I got one after like 5 rolls because I was jokingly trying to warm my dice up.
If you seriously want the answer to that question, just do one more.
Okay. 18.
Right. You cannot look at the episodes whatsoever. I'll absolutely know if you have. You're not going to like it, though.
Okay.
Episode 23.
So 23 is my answer to why is the Ava going berserk, or why it is going after Ritsuko and or Rei.
Yes.
Rei is a clone of Ritsuko.
Oh, interesting theory. Oh, imagine if that was the case. Oh. Well, maybe it is.
Maybe it is. I also thought there was a really interesting and really kind of haunting thematic moment that when Shinji wakes up in the hospital room, he's
unfamiliar seating. Now familiar.
Yeah. I love his moment calling attention to that of like, God damn it, I hate this room. But I love that what is on the TV is a dog show. And you can hear like a dog breeder person like, okay, here you go. All right, here's a treat. And it's like this idea.
Good boy.
There is something so haunting and painful about like Shinji. Maybe he doesn't even notice what's on the TV because he's coming out of this haze.
It is
like,
Shinji.
But like this is just that idea of do your little tricks and we'll give you the bare minimum in return for it. Steak dinner for a suicide mission.
I loved how you said that.
But yeah, no, that really struck a chord with me. And it's probably A minor. Anyway, don't pretend you didn't get that joke.
I got it, hence the
So
are we at the big one now?
Okay. I'm going to ask you this because you're the one who actually edits the show and is more likely to have the time to even think to know where to look. I have made a joke about the Spear of Destiny before, right? I'm like 90% sure I jokingly made a like passing reference to the Spear of Destiny.
I think you have. I think you might have done that in like the intro 0 episode.
I think I did. About the angel on the cross. And because the Dead Sea Scrolls, I'm like, okay, well, here we fucking go. And after your clarification that, yes, the literal Dead Sea Scrolls.
In universe.
Now, this is where I start to get really like, ain't that some shit? So he talks about what does he call it? Because I keep calling it the Spear of Destiny.
Spear of Longinus. Or Longinus, whichever one you want, whichever pronunciation you do.
Yeah, the Spear of Longinus. You see, I watch too many History Channel documentaries. So I'm more familiar with the Spear of Destiny name.
It's the same thing, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing. So this is where I think it's really interesting and where I am still getting pushed and pulled between, is it a code name that they're being very on the nose about, or are we talking about like biblical artifacts? Because we see Rey in the Ava carrying an Ava-sized fucking lance that looks very high tech. So surely this is not the spear that pierced Christ.
It might be. You got the pure assumption that it's technological.
It looks very technological. It looks like it has a fucking laser, like the little zzz thing going on in the middle.
I don't know what the hell you watched, but sure, let's go with that one. It is a spear or a lance.
Mitch.
Jarod.
Is Jesus Christ of Nazareth in this show? Will I meet the Carpenter King in Neon Genesis Evangelion?
No.
Are you prepared to deal with what will happen to me if that comes to pass, and the fact that I will go out of my way to make every single Jesus Christ Superstar joke I can muster for an entire episode?
That's fine.
So you're Jesus Christ. Oh, you king of the Jews. Anyway, that left me on quite the mind fuck. I yelled at the TV. Please
Nice.
tell me I am watching 2 episodes this week.
Well, I think I answered that last week, but I will double check. Oh. No, you're not. No. Oh, I was looking in the wrong place. No. You don't get another 2 back-to-back for 2 weeks.
All right. Well, folks.
An hour and he never mentioned once that anything about Seeley. How intriguing.
That was a name that I was not familiar with.
Yeah. Well, they've mentioned it a few times. You've seen him a couple of times. At least twice.
Who's Seeley?
Right. You have the Magi here.
Uh-huh.
You have Nerve.
Uh-huh.
You have Seeley.
Is Seeley the Upside Down City?
No. Seeley's the people Gendo talks to.
Oh, like the little light up room? Oh, I just
with
thought...
the visor on.
Okay. I did not know we got a name for that guy. I did not catch him being addressed by name.
The group is Seeley. I don't think they ever actually name each individual one.
Okay, but the group is Seeley.
Group is Seeley, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, folks, I have fully. Maybe it's just because I'm tired. Maybe it's just because it's been a long day and I'm.
It's still 50 odd minutes. I don't need to apologize.
But I got nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm clinging to my theories as tight as I can, but I'm losing it all.
Clutching those theories like pearls. Fantastic.
It's all I have.
Won't someone please think of the children?
All I have left from my theories. And every time I think of them outside of a recording session, I'm starting to think I'm hearing voices. The show has fundamentally shattered my psyche.
Good. Yes. It's kind of the intention.
Yeah, but
non-maliciously.
Check out the Nerd Academy podcast, Ionized Bastards on the Our Remaining Systems YouTube channel. And there's stuff going on at Epic Confrontations, but none of it involves me, so who cares?
Wow.
I care. Wow. I care. I care.
Wow.
I'm being glib.
Glib. Is that what the kids are saying these days?
No. I just talk like I'm 70.
Yeah.
I have a nice mixture of like Gen Z brain rot and talking like I'm retired.
Lead paint and brain rot. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a combo. So yeah, do all of the stuff. Follow Jarod. Follow the Nerd Academy. Go sub. What are you up to now on the channel, sub-wise?
That's a great question. 1 second.
Got to be near 600 at this point, surely.
We are at 577.
Ugh. Get this man to 600, please.
Get me to 1,000 so I can start getting ads on the channel and stuff, guys.
I mean, there is that. Get this channel to 1,000. No,
yeah,
I'm not greedy straight away. Get me to 500. No, that'll do me for now. 500 in like 3 months will be quids in.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, I will say off the top and be very thankful. Like, we've had a lot of people coming by for my Acolyte discussions and stuff that has been, a nice little pop for the channel. Yeah, like
it's what we like to see.
Yeah, like in the last 28 days, just about 2,000 total channel views. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So thank you guys for that. But yeah, Nerd Academy Podcast and Ionized Bastards.
And we'll catch you sometime. It probably might be before this. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to get it uploaded. Or when Armin's going to get uploaded. But we're doing The Boys first.
Mm-hmm.
And then also The Acolyte at some point.
Yeah, you'll be catching me over at CBC for The Boys and The Acolyte season discussions.
Because I'm not allowed on Teen Up anymore.
Mitch, there's been a stretch where the only people who have been on the main channel are you and or on the main show are you and our main, because Travis has been so fucking busy.
It's only a problem if you make it one.
Yeah, but I like to diversify the voices a little bit as best I can. It's okay. We'll have a big CBC.
Variety is the spice of life. I got
Listen. There's going to be a big Teen App CBC crossover for San Diego Comic-Con. Like that's a.
Oh, is there?
So I plan.
Okay. So say first I've heard about it, but that's Armin's MO, really. All right. By the way, we're doing this. Cool.
I've not said a word to him yet. But yeah, that's all from me.
Yeah, that's going to be all from us as well. So like, comment, subscribe again. Do the good stuff, and we'll catch you next week for just a one singular episode. But we're getting there. Bye.
Have a nice
day.
I almost forgot immediately.
Hey guys, thanks for watching or listening, whatever flavor you prefer. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the good stuff so you don't miss an episode. And of course, leave a comment, tell us what you thought about this episode of Neon Genesis. If you watched it before or you haven't, I generally love to hear what people think about this show. If you're following along with us, that's great. If not, and you watched it before, tell us what you think about this one specific episode in particular, because we are trying to keep Jarod spoiler free as much as possible. And yeah, any help is greatly appreciated for this little channel project we're working on here. We're trying to build this up, and of course we can't do that without you guys. So yeah, any help is greatly appreciated, and we'll catch you all for the next one. So take care.